This guy has found Pittsburgh. It's amazing. I love it. The Pirates clearly need Paul frickin' Skeens every game. Trent Grisham's found his swing with the help of the torpedo bat. He started to stroke these balls. 2 home runs on the day. Yankees go off again offensively. The Tigers unsurprisingly maul the White Sox. See what I did there? Kerry Carpenter loves being home. It's already his 3rd homer in the first 2 games in Detroit. All 3 of his homers this season, Torkelson lays in a one fun day for the Tigers. After striking out 5 times in a game for the first time in his life, Jose Altuve starts off the next game in Minnesota with a home run because obviously. Altuve being a strikeout machine is rare, but Altuve being a heart attack in left field doesn't seem to be so rare. Seems like every time I flip on an Astros game, a ball is hit out there and he botches something. Of course, he's not going to be a platinum glove left fielder considering he just started playing the position 10 minutes ago, but it's definitely becoming a liability that I assume Houston just thinks will sort itself out. I just don't really get it though. Maybe this is an ignorant take, but why move Altuve to left? I remember that being the likely outcome if Alex Bregman came back because the infield would have been too crowded, but Altuve still ended up in left anyway. Why not try Brendan Rodgers out there who's playing second compared to Altuve who's only ever played second base? He's 5'2". Like, I don't know, just doesn't make as much sense to me, but what do I know? A big 4th inning for the Twins is all they need. They beat the Astros. Bobby Witt Jr. with his first bomb of the year, a big home run that would have given the Royals a nice win if the Orioles didn't score 8 runs. Remember when Roki Sasaki was crying in the dugout while walking the world and everyone was freaking out? Well, how about 4 solid innings with 4 strikeouts up your ass? It's a process. He wasn't insane or anything, but good to see him finding a lot of success in this outing against the Phillies, who snuck across a run in the first, and that was all they had going for them. They should have had a second run in the 5th on a sac fly, but Bryson Stott ran off first too much, so we got doubled off before JT Realmuto could score. Kike Hernandez and Michael Conforto pop home runs. Dodger pitching shuts the Phillies down. The Nationals finally make George Washington proud. Jesus. James Wood robs a homer, then drives home 2. Nats pitching strikes out a total of 2 D-backs the entire game, but still hold them to just 3 runs and 5 hits on the day, which is pretty crazy. The Cubs look really good right now. They're making the Padres look like a bunch of assholes over in Wrigley. The offense goes off for 11 hits. Dansby Swanson goes deep. So does Carson Kelly. The wind had nothing on them today. The real star of this game, though, was the second base umpire. For every ball or strike to keep count, he uses bands around his fingers.
Bruce Dreckman, who's the second base umpire today, is the guy that keeps the count with the bands around his fingers, right? I think it's on his right hand. Yep, he just did it. So he keeps balls on left hand, strikes on right hand. See? So it's 1 and 1. He's got each on an index finger. Isn't that unbelievable? Does it NFL style? So now, what's the next pitch, and how does he do it? Fouled away. It's a strike. Left hand, please, Bruce. Come on. There you go. That's right.
Right hand. Right hand.
Right hand. Right hand strikes.
This is actually a really cool way to stay focused in the game. I sometimes think about how honed in you gotta be on every single pitch as an umpire for obvious reasons. Like, you can't doze off at all. If I was an umpire one moment, I'd be calling a strike. The next, I'd be thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner or when the next Medea movie is gonna drop or anything. I mean, you can't have a second you're dozing off thinking about something else. I'd be awful. Cubs fans were also suspicious of Nick Pivetta after he was caught doing this. People think he was doing it to get more sticky stuff on his hands, like he was trying to sneak sticky stuff on his hands to grip the ball better, which would make sense with how bad he struggled this game, but at the same time, these pitchers get checked all the time off the mound. Unless the umpires were paid off or something, or just don't give a damn, I don't know why they wouldn't have felt something sticky on Pavetta's hands if he really was using stuff that was illegal, so who knows. Baseball fans are very good at this though, trying to see if a player is cheating somehow. Probably nothing. The Reds finally go off on offense after 4 straight games of doing the opposite. 11 runs in Milwaukee. It looked like at some points the Brewers were about to make a comeback though. Imagine the Reds finally score like a lot of runs again. They still can't win. That would have been tough, but they hold on and finally get back in the win column. Matt Mervis. Ever heard of him? Probably not. Doesn't matter. He swats 2 homers against the Braves, who do absolutely nothing on offense. One day after dropping 10, the Marlins shut them out 4-0. This same score, the Rangers jumped out against the Rays to where it looked like they were about to cruise to a win. I mean, a 4-0 lead with Jacob deGrom on the mound seems as guaranteed of a win as the Minecraft movie being awful. And the Rangers did win this game, but just not in the way you'd think. DeGrom was not DeGrom. Only 3 strikeouts, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, but the Ranger bullpen shut it down while Wyatt Langford gave them the lead back late. The Mets couldn't hit with runners in scoring position to save their lives. They were down 2-0 with 1 strike away from heading into the 9th with that score until Jesse Winker hits a ball I thought was out. Turns out it was just a way to take out George Springer. Bro bashes against the wall, both runs score. It's the second triple of the game for Winker. Skip ahead to the 9th, Mets get it done. Lindor tells Canada to go kick rocks again. Speaking of rocks, in today's edition of Saying Something Nice About the Rockies, they turned a triple play. If I told you the first team to turn a triple play this year was the Colorado Rockies, you probably wouldn't believe me. And if I told you the Rockies would go on to still lose, you'd probably be like, okay, that makes sense. The Rockies did turn 3, but the A's go off for 3 runs late in the 6th and the 7th. That'll do it. Matt Chapman was awarded his 5th Gold Glove award before the Giants game, and poetically, he goes out, drives home 2 with his bat before showing exactly the reason he was given that Gold Glove before the game to end the game. There was also a bunny in the stands. Like a full-on bunny just vibing out. Most people might be surprised by this, but considering I once saw a bunch of naked people riding bikes in San Francisco in broad daylight, nothing that happens in that city shocks me. Giants are hot. That's 6 in a row. Keep sleeping on this team, please. Mike Trout has now hit a home run in 3 straight games. That makes me happy. Whenever Mike Trout does Mike Trout things, we get a little bit closer to world peace. The Angels hit 4 home runs. They win. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.